I can't stand around here and argue.
This is new for cops. You arrest somebody, you release them, then you skip town?
Arresting Siobhan was a decoy for the Balkan. We needed to buy time so we could save her sister.
Well, that might work unless Siobhan's leading you into a trap.
I have to tell you that
Siobhan's sister, Megan.
Yeah, I heard. Megan went missing. The Balkan allegedly grabbed her.
No, not allegedly.
And ever since the Balkan's been holding Megan's life over Siobhan's head, Siobhan's been feeding the Balkan every piece of information she can get
She
from
didn't have
you,
a
Lucky.
choice, Jason. I'm sorry you can't comprehend.
Well, actually, I do see choices here because she could have told you that her sister was being held hostage by the Balkan before you caught her in a lie. You could have told any of us, but you kept lying.
because I was in fear for my sister's life. Can't you see the terror in her eyes?
I arrested Siobhan very publicly at Jake's on conspiracy charges. I made it look like the cops were onto her. Now, I'm sure the Balkan knows that by now. I can legally hold her for 48 hours without bringing formal charges. Now, that gives us a very narrow, rapidly diminishing window of opportunity to find Megan.
How do you know where Megan's being held?
The Balkan would occasionally let me speak to her when you wanted to twist the screws. I recognized some of the sounds in the background, and I'm pretty sure I can find her.
Do you know how crazy this sounds?
I know it's dangerous.
This
We've
could
already
get you
talked
killed
about
as a
this.
friend. I can't let you get on the plane. Unless you can prove what you say is true.
Okay, guys, really, I'm touched that you're concerned, but I really think you're blowing this.
But nothing. You could be pregnant.
It means you should be really careful. What are you talking about? I am not pregnant.
Nausea out of nowhere, nearly fainting.
I had bad sushi for lunch.
What about the fainting part?
Head rush.
From?
My jeans are too tight.
You
I
should
don't-
take a test.
It couldn't hurt.
It would only help.
What are you afraid of?
Nothing. I'm not afraid of anything. What are you talking? Can I chime in here for a second? I was shot, remember? I lived through it, but guess what? My chances of having kids pretty much stop there.
See, you said it yourself. Pretty much, that is not definitive.
Odds are meant to be beaten. It's a very old Spencer proverb. Oh my god.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Guess what? Dr. Lee said that my chances of having kids are about 1 in 10,000.
Well, somebody has to be the one. Why don't you want to know for sure?
I do know.
She's stubborn.
Serious denial.
I don't know what she's scared of. I mean, I guess I could understand, but
Yeah, but still, it's
Are you serious? Would you two stop talking about me like I'm not here? I'm sitting right here, and guess what? I am not pregnant. And you're making me so frustrated. I'm gonna go get shots now.
No. What? You need to take a test first.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, for the sake of the argument, we'll just say that you're one of those women who can't have kids. You accept it, maybe someday even adopt a child. And then one day when you're not even thinking about it,
Wham.
preggers, it could happen.
What do you want me to do, Jason? All I've got is my word.
Don't you think it's odd that you got made of the church and you're still here breathing?
Yeah, well, all that means is that as of yet, the Balkan doesn't think that Siobhan's turned against
Or the Balkan's waiting to kill you someplace else like Ireland. You're trusting people you shouldn't.
Siobhan's telling me the truth.
She changed her story after she had no choice.
We don't have time. I'm going to Ireland to rescue Megan, okay? And who knows, maybe she'll give us a lead to the Balkan's identity. This is all we've got, Jason.
Okay, what's the name of the church?
Don't tell him.
Why not?
Look, she's right. The less you know about what we're doing, the better. You know, until we can rescue Megan and prove Siobhan's innocence, like I said before, just keep me out of the loop and I'll do the same.
Fine. You do what you gotta do, just be careful. And if Lucky happens to get killed because he tried to help you, there's no place you can hide.
Her sonning her personal property, even now, and that she would do anything to ruin and sabotage this wedding. This is proof.
What is this?
It's a piece of Brenda's wedding dress that's been ripped to shreds.
And you think Carly did this?
Yes, I do.
And what makes you think that?
Okay, you have to ask yourself a few questions. First of all, does Carly have 24-hour access to this apartment?
Yeah, she does.
Yes, and how much does she hate Brenda?
Yeah, she does hate Brenda, but that goes both
Okay,
ways.
so what? And is she capable of doing something this petty and this vindictive?
Yes, but I happen to know that Carly has more important things on her mind. Trust me, Brenda's the last thing on Carly's mind today.
Jason, you can never see the truth about Carly.
No,
I mean,
I'm
you
not
never
gonna argue.
could.
I'm not gonna argue with you about it. I will look into it. Is Brenda gonna call off the wedding?
No, why would she call off the wedding? She can't wait to marry Sonny. Do you want her to call off the wedding?
I just feel better if we caught the Balkan before the ceremony, that's all.
Jason? Spinelli? Oh, Brenda? No. Good.
Hey,
Hey, yourself. How's it going?
fine.
Good.
You okay?
Yeah. Good.
Really?
Great. Fabulous.
Okay, because I got the feeling I may have interrupted something. What were you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, I saw something in your hand,
You did?
and then I saw you put it right behind this pillow.
Stop. Stop, please. It's a little ridiculous. Okay. All right, so I was having a couple drinks with Maxine and Lulu, and, well, I stood up and got a little bit dizzy, and the next thing I know, they're double teaming me.
Wait, what? What do you mean dizzy?
Well, there was nausea first.
Are you sick?
No. Maxine and Lulu think that I'm pregnant, and of course, I'm not pregnant. And to shut them up, I went and bought this.
According.
And I'm pregnant.
Well, you probably want to wait till after you take the test to say that.
Yeah, it's just that when I got up and I had that dizzy spell, Maxie and Lulu were all over me, and Jason and I had to shut them up, of course. So I bought this, but there is absolutely no way that I am pregnant. I just thought that I could never carry a baby to term. I couldn't even consider it. So when Dr. Lee told me otherwise, Jason, I had to give it a second thought. And then I thought about where I am right now, and I thought about our life together, and I realized that having a baby is not something I want to pursue. I mean, really.
Is it because of me?
Jason, no, it's because of me. I mean, the reality is my life is not set up to have a child, and I am okay with that. I love my life. I love our life, and I don't have to justify Maxie's wild imagination by peeing on a stick.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. And you know what, Jason? I would know if I was pregnant. And I'm not. I'm not. So let's talk about something that actually exists.
Okay. I need your help.
You just need to give me. Okay, so the security measures are all functioning fine. The guards are all at their posts. Balkan nowhere in sight. Brenda's dress was delivered in absolute perfect condition. Carly shows up. Doesn't stay very long. You're not here. Brenda's dress gets scissors or a knife or something to it. I think Carly may have done it.
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to ask Carly.
Do you think she's going to tell you the truth?
I mean, she usually does.
Really? Carly hates the idea of Brenda and Sonny getting married. I know, cutting a dress seems petty and vindictive, but I'm sorry. Carly is both.
Yeah, I know she can be both, but she's focused on Michael right now. She doesn't really have time to be running around cutting up somebody's dress. I get it. The evidence points to Carly. I just don't buy it.
Michael's at his first therapy session.
It's good. I'm proud of both of you. I know this whole thing's been a nightmare. Can you just promise me that you're gonna stay focused on Michael?
Of course I will. Why would you even ask me that?
There's been a problem with Brenda's wedding dress.
I can't believe that you would think that I would take time away from Michael after what he's been through to mess with her wedding dress. I mean, Jack's already accused me, but it's coming from you, too.
I get that, but that's really not an answer. Did you do something to Brenda's wedding dress?
Would I? Yes. Did I? No. I didn't cut up Brenda's wedding dress. All my energy is going to Michael. I don't care what Brenda wears when she marries Sonny.
Okay. any idea who might have done the damage. You know, it's got to be someone the guards know, so.
Then it shouldn't be too hard to narrow it down, but it wasn't me. Okay, what trumped-up charges do you have against Jason now?
I'm actually here to question you, Mrs. Jax, about a charge of malicious mischief.
Oh my God, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this once. I did not destroy Brenda's wedding dress.
I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm here because I wanted to ask you what you know about the fire sprinklers going off at the Archer Pavilion.
I remember when
You think I set the sprinklers off at the Archer Pavilion? Is this a joke?
$10,000 worth of damage. The owner's not laughing.
Maybe the sprinklers went off by accident. Maybe someone was smoking a cigarette or something.
No accident. All the evidence is pointing towards malicious intent.
Why are you accusing Carly?
Because this business card was found on the site. Carly Corinthos Jax, CEO of the Metrocourt Hotel. You're coming in for questioning.
Because of a business card?
Because of your card.
How stupid would I be to set off the sprinklers and leave my card? I might as well have a megaphone saying, "I did it, police officers, come get me."
You tell me. Down at the station.
I got it. I'm fine. Okay, that's unbelievable. You know what? Brenda did this. She ripped up her own dress and she set off the sprinklers so then she could play victim for Sonny.
Tell me more about this dress.
Hey, just be quiet, okay? Diane's busy, but I'm gonna call Alexis.
Oh, don't call her.
No,
She'll call Jax.
You need a lawyer. How long ago were the sprinklers set off?
About an hour ago. Better start thinking about your alibi.
You know what? Brenda needs to think about her alibi. Come here.
Ronald Domestico questioning Carly Corinthos Jax for property damage at the Archer Pavilion.
I, Carly Corinthos Jax, did not set the sprinklers off at the Archer
my damn
Pavilion
recorder back.
because I, Carly Corinthos, have better things to do with my time.
You want to get arrested for obstruction of justice?
Unlike Brenda Barrett, who has all the time in the world. When the hell are you going to question her?
Look, you want to get arrested for obstruction of justice?
Are you kidding me? Call Brenda and question her.
Why don't you mind your
Once you
business?
find out her alibi, mind my business.
You know where Brenda was about an hour ago?
Down here.
With me, while Carly was at the Archer Pavilion, flooding the place.
Exactly. I
I'm
called you.
at
You
the
didn't call
PCP
me.
with Carly. They brought her in for questioning.
Do me a favor, Jason, for once. Do not bail Carly out, because she, seriously, needs to be reined in.
You didn't call me, so don't tell me who to call, okay?
Okay, all right, stop. Attorney's on the way.
Call off the dogs, all right? We don't have enough to press charges. You're free to go. I'm gonna get the paperwork together. Thank you for your fantastic cooperation.
Oh, huh. Yeah.
So Brenda has an alibi.
Then someone helped her.
Okay, where were you at the time the sprinklers went off?
I was taking Michael to his first therapy session, but I'm not going to tell that to Detective Dumbass.
Where was the appointment?
At the hospital.
Okay, where'd you go after that?
To the Metro Court where I saw you.
Any stops along the way?
I did not set the sprinklers off. Hey,
Somebody triggered the fire sprinklers at the Archer Pavilion. Now Sonny and Brenda have to find a new place to have the wedding.
Wow, someone's really trying to send them a message.
Carly's business card was on site.
Jason, that seems a little obvious. Does she have an alibi?
Yeah, well, I mean, she took Michael to the therapist at the hospital, but she didn't want to tell the cops. I mean, it's not a solid alibi anyway because she has to drive from the hospital to the Metro Court, and the Archer Pavilion is right on the way.
Yeah, okay. Well, what does Carly say?
She thinks that Brenda's trying to frame her, but I'm having a hard time believing Brenda would wreck her own wedding.
Yeah, I don't think so either, which obviously brings us back to Carly.
And I think she's telling the truth.
Why? Because she's so focused on Michael?
Well, she's also not stupid. She wouldn't do something that traces back to her that easily.
Okay. All right, fine. Then if not Carly, then who?
I'll get...
If the pavilion wasn't flooded out by Brenda or Carly, who else could have done it? Who would have had motivation?
I mean, it doesn't make any sense that the bulk would flood the place. He's going to grab Brenda.
Yeah. Maybe it was somebody from Brenda or Sonny or Carly's past. Maybe it was that guy Murphy Sinclair
No,
that
that
Brenda
guy
was
can't
dating.
go anywhere. Notice we'd see him.
Well, it definitely wasn't Maxie because she was with me, and I think she's over her whole hatred for Brenda anyway. So, where does that leave us?
Somebody who's close to us against the wedding. And smart enough to frame Carly. Why can't...
Spinelli, it's Sam. Can you do me a favor? Jason and I need you to check all of the emails and phone records for all the guys on Brenda's guard detail. And start within the past 24 hours. That would be great. Okay, let me know what you find. Bye.
Hi, Sam. Is Brenda here?
No, she's out with Sunny.
Will she be back soon?
Yeah, I think so.
Mind if I wait?
No, not at all. Go ahead. Did she tell you what happened today?
Nothing specific.
No. Someone came in here and destroyed her wedding dress.
What?
Yeah, I know. And if that wasn't bad enough, somebody went to the wedding site and set off the sprinklers and it ruined the whole thing. So now we have to look for a new venue.
Well, she was upset when I saw her at the hotel, but she never said... Who would do such a thing?
I have no idea. The police are investigating, though, so that's good.
Jason guaranteed me that she'd be safe here. Now you're telling me somebody strolled in and nobody noticed?
I know. Look, we're checking the video surveillance and...
Where were her guards? Weren't they watching? Brenda, Sam told me what happened.
Yeah, I am so sorry about the sabotage. And don't worry, Jason and I are going to do everything we can to make sure we find out who's responsible for this.
Oh, are we pretending that we're looking for other suspects? Is that what we're doing? When it's obvious that it's Carly?
What's up? Hey, Carly's out of control. You need to get her in line.
Okay, Carly's not the one sabotaging the wedding.
Okay, she's guilty of sin, and when you, when you buy into her denials, what you're doing is you're enabling her.
Okay, Sonny, I think that she's telling the truth.
Okay, you know she's trashed people's lives in the past. AJ, Tony Jones. Now it's me and Brenda.
Okay, all she cares about right now is Michael.
Okay, I know she loves Michael to death, but for whatever damn reason, she doesn't want me to marry Brenda. And you know what? I'm tired of it. And she only listens to you. So just do me a favor, talk to her, will you?
How's Brenda taking this?
I told Brenda, I said, look, let's elope. Keep Carly out of the picture, but she wants to get married here with the children, and I understand that. I'm begging you. Don't let Carly wreck the wedding.
Is doing everything he can to make sure your wedding goes smoothly. Thanks for helping. Oh, you're welcome.
Not telling the truth, and she's counting on you to believe her, so you got to stop protecting her.
I wouldn't protect her if I thought she did it.
Okay, you're going to stand there and tell me that she hasn't pulled anything in the past? And that you really think she's innocent?
I'm saying that Carly doesn't have to go around ripping dresses and setting off sprinklers. She's already looked you straight in the eye and told you what she thought.
Okay. If it's not Carly, we need to find out who did this. You know,